What's up, boys? We got another one. This was sent to us by a guy named Maxwell. I asked him if he wanted me to shout anything out. He said just say my name. So, Maxwell. Let's see what we got. Dude, this actually is like Christmas time. He wrapped everything up. Maxwell, thank you very much. This is awesome. Let's see what we got. Okay, he gift wrapped the battery for me. Oh, that's interesting. He changed the connector type. Okay, wheels and tires. I hope I don't have to assemble this whole truck. Maxwell, what have you done? Whoa, this thing is fancy. This guy gets it. Dude, I've never held a fancy remote before. This is sweet. Doesn't smell good. I hope this is the truck. There she is, boys. My first four-wheel steer. My first vehicle where the rear tires also turn. Does not smell good. Maxwell, I'm sorry to say that. Boys, we're back in familiar territory with this one. SCX24. Let's see what we got. Looks like we got the Mazda Design cheat code chassis. Looks like the Mazda Design wheels. Injora rock terrain tires. He also sent RC four-wheel drive scramblers with white steelies. The inserts are not 3D printed, they're foam. However, they feel soft, so I'm not sure if they're the stock foams or not. Axles. Front and rear axles are both the Mofo X15, and obviously they're both the front axles for the steering. We got a Mofo brushless motor, Mofo motor mount, E-Max front and rear servo, my go-to cheapo servos. Injora double barrel shocks mounted upside down with rubber bands on all four of them. Furatech ESC. He has all his wires wrapped in a sleeve type thing to clean them up. Looks like Mazda Design links, and I believe this is a C10 wheelbase.
It's got a small body.
Yeah, that was my first complaint.
Complaint?
Overall appearance, 1 out of 10.
I don't want to be mean.
It's okay. He can take it. It's Maxwell.
I give it like a 5 just because the body's so small.
Okay. What about the paint? The paint looks kind of cool.
I do like the paint.
Maxwell gets a 5 for the appearance.
I like the wheels.
Those are Mayo's design wheels.
Should have known.
This truck feels like a good average weight. I'm gonna guess, we're gonna start guessing these in every video until I can guess them every time without fail. 423. Oh my gosh, that was actually really good. Okay, that's probably my best guess I'll ever make. Oh shoot, daggone it. It's hot. I'm going to leave everything where it's at and set this on a tripod so I can try the 4-wheel steer. Might have to deal with a bad angle here. This is hard to do. Dude. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon. This is my first truck to get that far. Alright boys, we're back at the hardline rock. I just have the camera in like a static spot so I can mess with the 4-wheel steering if needed to. I need an extra hand for that. I'm going to try it first without 4-wheel steering. I said before, this is a very tough little spot. I'm going to give it a couple more goes off camera and see if I can find the right line for it. Just for comparison, I want to show that this line is capable of being done by a truck with very small tires and a C10 wheelbase. This has been the rock that everybody's struggling on. No luck with the first spot. Let's try the little side hill thing. I have a feeling this four-wheel steer is gonna help out a lot with this. Oh, actually, I might not even need it. Oh yeah, that was easy. Let me get a front angle. This is a cool little line. This was the other little hardline spot. I think with how short the wheelbase is, we do not have a chance at this. Tried a couple more times. Yeah, the front end's already lifting up. Well, let me set this camera up and get the old four-wheel steer out. Oh, tripod leg just broke off. That's nice. This is a tough little spot. I might be able to get it with the four-wheel steer. Oh yeah, that was easy. boys. Let's get serious for a minute. Let's have a quick talk. Today, filming. Where can I put this at? We'll put it right there. Today, filming. We had a close call. I fell down the rocks. And I probably should go to the hospital or urgent care. It's not looking good. But I'm going to give it time overnight, see how it goes. I just want you guys to know that you need to be careful doing this. This is a serious hobby. And that's about all. You guys need to be safe out there. I can show you what happened. It's not good. So, see you guys in a bit for the final thoughts. Final thoughts. Appearance. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm not into the small body. It reminds me of an AX24, and I absolutely hate that. Other than that, I have no problem with anything else. If it would have a different body, would make this thing so much better, in my opinion. Now, the performance. I was expecting a lot more out of this. Before I forget, let me tighten this wheel because it fell off. There we go. It seems very top heavy, and I'm not sure why. It kept wanting to flip over a lot more than anything else did. I'm not quite sure why or what would help that. Maybe some brass down low, some front brass, something. I had a couple issues with it. For one, my wheel fell off, but that's fine. It happens. And you might be able to see it in the video. In certain spots, it was like 3 of them, 3 wheels and tires were engaging, and this one would be in the air, just like not turning at all. So I'm not sure what that's about, but it doesn't look like anything's broken. Maxwell, if I broke something, let me know. I'll take care of it. Something else I was having trouble with, at full lock, the tire rubs the shock, and it was wanting to like bind it up, and not a good thing. On your remote, you should be able to limit the steering to like 90% or whatever you need to try and avoid that. I've had to do that on several of my trucks. Now, here's a big thing. The wheelbase setup. I've had much better luck with trucks that have shorter front lengths than the rear lengths. This one's just kind of like 50-50, and I think that's hurting it a bit. Again, I know nothing about suspension geometry or lengths. I'm just basing it on my trucks. I do think the paint looks cool. I don't know if that was intentional or not. It's kind of like a marbly. I don't think it was intentional, but it looks pretty cool. I like how the body attaches, super easy. I need to go through and redo some of mine. I love being able to just do that and you're good to go. A lot of mine are super annoying. Wiring, 10 out of 10. Everything's super clean, especially for an extra servo wire in there. He has the wiring extremely clean. Everything's routed nicely. I'm a bit stumped on this one as to why it didn't seem as good as I thought it would be. It just seemed like it wanted to flip over so much. I don't know if the double barrels are just too much, or or maybe the limiting straps aren't. I mean, they seem to hold it pretty well. What do you guys think about this one? I understand the style. I'm not sure well, I am sure it's not the style for me. I expected it to be more capable than it was. Maybe it's like the shock positioning. I don't even know. What wheelbase is this? Is this a C10 wheelbase? This seems to be a bit longer than a C10 wheelbase. Let me try and put the axles in line with each other. Rear axles are lined up. So maybe it's a wheelbase issue. Something screwy going on with the links maybe. It does seem like the front is extra stretched out because look at how much angle the shocks are super angled and they're only in the very first hole. Like if they were way back here, they'd be almost laying flat. So I think he stretched the front out more. Let me compare this to my cheat code. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. I think we might have figured it out. The front, he has longer front links. Wonder if they're longer than the rear. They're the same. His front and rear links are exactly the same. His front end is longer than it's supposed to be. What do you guys think? I need help with this one. What's going on with this thing? Let me give you guys a better look at it. I think we might have another trickster, much like Jaunty, with the... Yeah. He has C10 rear links on the front and the rear. This might be the issue. I think shorter front links would help you. Another thing. This is always going to be an issue with tires that people send in because my rocks are just different than... Not everybody's got the same rocks. So tires are kind of a hard one to judge. These weren't great. They weren't awful. A 3D printed insert would obviously help. I would say a softer foam would help too, but these are pretty soft. Maybe some brass front knuckles would help keep the front down. What do you guys think? Leave a comment with your opinion on this thing. Let me get a thumbnail. Maxwell, thank you very much for reaching out. This guy's on YouTube and he reached out through email. I appreciate you sending this. It was very cool to try a four-wheel. It was very cool to try a four-wheel steer truck. It was hard to film because you have to switch. It was hard to film because you have to switch modes with this, and it was just too much to do with one hand. Thank you very much for the sticker. I love stickers. Thank you very much for the Hot Wheels. I love Hot Wheels. Thank you very much for sending this. I really appreciate it. It was worse than I expected. I'm sorry to say that, Maxwell. I think with some slight adjusting, this could be very good. If you made it this far in the video, got a little bit of an Easter egg that I'm not supposed to show. WT Micro metal frame rails, skid plate, sliders. I got the whole kit here. Now, just for comparison, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment with your opinion on this truck. Thank you guys for the comments. Thank you guys for the views, the subscriptions. I've made $100 on YouTube now. Thank you guys for that. If you want to send me money, let me know. Peace!